Welcome to Headphone News, Greater Vancouver edition for Friday, November 29, 2024.
Impact of proposed ban on fish farms in British Columbia. A report from the BC Salmon Farmers Association highlights that a proposed ban on open-net fish farms in British Columbia could cost taxpayers around 9 billion Canadian dollars, which is about $6.67 billion US dollars. While the ban seeks to protect wild salmon, it may result in the loss of over 4,500 jobs and reduce annual income for Indigenous communities by 133.6 million Canadian dollars, or roughly 100 million US dollars. The federal government plans to postpone the ban until 2029 to facilitate a transition to new farming practices. The ongoing discussion focuses on finding a balance between environmental concerns and the economic stability of local communities.
Surrey Police Service takes over from RCMP. The Surrey Police Service will officially take over policing duties from the RCMP at midnight on November 29, 2024. This transition marks a significant milestone in Canadian policing. The City of Surrey in British Columbia has decided to create a local police force to improve accountability and community engagement. Over the past 3 years, the Surrey Police Service has hired 475 officers and 73 civilian staff. The provincial government is providing $250 million to help with transition costs. Initially, the new police service will oversee 2 neighborhoods in Surrey, with plans to expand its responsibilities later. This change aims to enhance local governance and strengthen community relations.
Investigation of deliberately set fires at Glenayre Elementary School. The Port Moody Police Department is investigating 3 deliberately set fires at Glenayre Elementary School in Port Moody, British Columbia, Canada. These incidents took place over the last 3 weeks, with the latest fire occurring on a Sunday. A teenager in dark clothing was spotted leaving the area on a bicycle and is suspected to be involved in all 3 fires. Fortunately, firefighters were able to extinguish the flames quickly, preventing any damage to the school. Police are asking the community to stay alert and report any suspicious activity to help with the investigation.
Akhetonics secures funding for optical chips. Akhetonics, a startup in Germany, has successfully raised €6 million, approximately $6.33 million US dollars, to develop all optical chips. These chips use photonics technology to enhance data processing and improve computing performance, particularly for artificial intelligence applications. The company aims to create versatile chips that can handle a variety of tasks while being compatible with existing technology. Prototypes are expected to be ready by mid-2025. This innovation could transform high-performance computing, offering a European alternative to current solutions.
Attempted bank robbery in Chilliwack. An attempted bank robbery took place in Chilliwack, British Columbia, on Wednesday afternoon. The incident occurred around 3:30 p.m. A 23-year-old man approached a bank teller and handed over a note demanding money. The teller complied, and the suspect fled the scene on foot. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. The Chilliwack Royal Canadian Mounted Police received the report shortly after the robbery. Within 15 minutes, police located the suspect using video surveillance footage and took him into custody without incident. The investigation is still ongoing.
Hiker found alive after 5 weeks in British Columbia wilderness. A 20-year-old hiker named Sam Banastic was found alive after being missing for over 5 weeks in the wilderness of northern British Columbia, Canada. Banastic started a camping and fishing trip on October 7, 2024, but did not return as expected. His family reported him missing on October 19. A large search operation was launched, involving the Northern Rockies Royal Canadian Mounted Police, search and rescue teams, and numerous volunteers. The search covered hundreds of kilometers and lasted for 3,500 hours. On November 28, Banastic flagged down 2 workers on a trail, who recognized him and brought him to safety. He is currently recovering in Fort Nelson General Hospital. This incredible survival story emphasizes the importance of outdoor safety and preparedness.
Renewed search for missing woman Emma Fillipoff. Victoria Police in British Columbia are asking for help to find Emma Fillipoff, who has been missing since November 28, 2012. Today marks 12 years since she disappeared. Emma was last seen near the Empress Hotel in Victoria at the age of 26. A man known as Green Shirt Guy claimed to be her boyfriend and was seen in Gastown a year and a half later. Police have released an age-progressed image of Emma to show what she might look like now. The Victoria Police Department urges anyone with information about her or the man in the green shirt to reach out.
BC SPCA rescues 8 llamas in South Surrey. The BC SPCA, or British Columbia Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, has rescued 8 llamas from a property in South Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. A concerned individual reported the llamas as possibly abandoned. When animal control officers arrived, they found the llamas in poor condition, lacking food and proper shelter. The animals had heavily matted fur and overgrown toenails. The BCSPCA is working with a veterinarian to provide the necessary care for the llamas. These animals will soon be available for adoption. This rescue underscores the ongoing issue of animal neglect in the area.
BC Ferries faces possible fare increase. BC Ferries may raise fares by 30% in 2028. This warning comes from CEO Nicholas Jimenez due to rising costs, especially a 40% increase in shipbuilding expenses. Last year, the provincial government of British Columbia allocated $500 million to help keep fares affordable. Ongoing discussions with BC Transportation Minister Mike Farnworth focus on finding a sustainable funding model. The aging ferry, Queen of New Westminster, is currently out of service for repairs after a propeller failure, emphasizing the urgent need for investment in new vessels.
Okanagan wildfire study calls for development limitations. A recent study recommends restricting development in high-risk areas of British Columbia's Okanagan region. This recommendation comes after the devastating wildfires of 2023, which destroyed over 300 buildings and forced more than 30,000 residents to evacuate. The wildfires resulted in around $480 million in insured losses. The study revealed that embers, rather than just flames, played a major role in spreading fires into neighborhoods. Key recommendations include increasing zoning bylaw setbacks for new buildings from forests and enhancing landscaping and fencing regulations to create safer zones. The report stresses the need for communities to adopt these measures to improve protection against future wildfires.
Celebrating contributions of Filipino-Canadians. In 2024, Canada and the Philippines celebrate 75 years of diplomatic relations. To mark this milestone, the Embassy of Canada in the Philippines and the Philippine Embassy in Canada launched the 75 Faces Project. This initiative showcases the stories of 75 Filipino-Canadians and their migration journeys. With nearly 1 million Filipinos living in Canada, their contributions enrich the country's diverse community. Among those recognized are Mabel Elmore, a British Columbia MLA, and journalist Rhea Santos from Omni News Filipino. Santos moved to Canada in 2019 and has dedicated her work to sharing the inspiring stories of the Filipino community. This project aims to strengthen the bond between the two nations and encourage greater representation of Filipino Canadians across various sectors.
Dump truck accident in Abbotsford, Canada. A dump truck driver in Abbotsford, British Columbia, has been charged after 2 wheels detached from the truck and hit an SUV. This incident took place on Highway 1 near the No. 3 road off-ramp around 11 a.m. on Thursday. The British Columbia Highway Patrol reported that the driver received fines totaling $700 for not performing a proper pre-trip inspection. The 10-year-old dump truck was taken off the road for mandatory inspection and repairs. The driver of the SUV was taken to the hospital but did not suffer serious injuries. This situation underscores the critical need for vehicle maintenance and safety among commercial drivers. That is all the news for today. Thank you for listening to today's headphone news. News summary brought to you by AI.